Hello, my friends. I wanted to put a short video out real quick. We have something big we're working on for you that's going to happen here on the 27th of June, the last Saturday of the month, which is last Saturday right before the 4th of July. And anyway, we are going to attempt to pour a beautiful 250th anniversary 250-pound brass bell. So I wanted to take this time to send you an invite and let you know you're welcome to come to Windy Hill Foundry on that day and witness this bell being poured. It's a big deal for us. And unless some other foundries are working on this same project behind closed doors and not announcing it, as far as I can tell, Windy Hill Foundry is the only one doing anything for our 250th anniversary as far as a bell casting. We're not going to try to reproduce the Liberty Bell, but we have one that I feel is a very beautiful, slightly smaller bell that will be ideal. Now, keep in mind, we have never poured a bell here. It's going to be a huge shot in the dark for us, but we are going to, in the next couple weeks, we're going to take what we have. I have been working on this pattern for several months. We've got a few little details still to add to it. Once we get it to where we want it, we're going to be pouring this in cast iron first, just to analyze not only the weight of it, but any possibility that we may catch where we need to add risers when we pour the final one in brass. The other problem we're going to run into, we have plenty of red brass, which we can use, but I would prefer to go with yellow brass if we could get our hands on it. So I'm asking you, as a viewer of mine on this channel, if you want to contribute to this, if you have some little brass whatnot sitting on the shelf that some grandkid gave you years ago and you can't remember who gave it to you, and it's going to end up at a thrift store one day, just send it on to us. If you don't mind contributing to this project, we would take any known yellow brass we can get our hands on. And if we have an excess of it, we will be using that towards the cannon that I have been delaying for so long, and we'll apply that to that later down the road. But for now, we're just wanting to get this 250th anniversary bell cast. At the same time, get the other work out. If you do plan to attend, if you can make it, we would like to know ahead of time. So you can send me, shoot me an email at the email address below, clark@windyhillfoundry.com. Just kind of give me the heads up and let me know how many Smith County watermelons we're going to have to order. But anyway, let me show you the pattern that we're working on. We're going to do several videos through this month just working on that pattern, along with casting parts for the historic Lucky 13 B17. We are currently on that job, and we'll have a video on that to release here very soon as well. So yeah, we're getting to do several patriotic things this month. So this is the bell form itself, and the eagle is going to be in a separate part of the mold. The black plastic 3D printed part, I want to thank Keith Rucker for doing. But this will all be in one piece when it's cast, and it's going to have some things like the placard. And if you're wondering how I did that, this is wood. I will be showing that in an upcoming video as well. But we still have to do a little more work on this. I'm having to soak this in water, and then I put it against that profile of the bell, and I put a belt around there and ratchet down to help make it move. And it's working great. Once we get it to where we want it, then I will seal it, coat it with layers of paint. But there's several other things we're working on that are going to be attached to this bell, along with the rim. I want to make some decorative pieces to go on that. It's going to be a very unique bell. It will pivot here. Since there is an eagle to top the bell, we're going to actually have the pivot shaft going here, and I'm probably going to cast some nice brass spacers that will slide over that steel rod. You won't see that. Like the cane mill roller we cast a couple weeks ago, we're going to be inserting the rod ahead of time and pour the brass around it. So I'm very excited about this. I've been working on this overall profile of the bell for several months, trying to prep it in time for this event. So if you're interested in attending, it will be June 27th, 2026. It will be the last Saturday of this month, and hopefully, if everything goes as planned, and it better, you guys know what kind of success rate I have at times. This could be a total flop. So if you want to be part of the drama here, I would love to have you. But I feel good that we're going to be able to pull this off. Even though I've never cast a bell, I have cast similar things that did turn out. All that aside, I have no doubt we're going to have a 90% success rate in pulling this off. So with it said, I would really love for you guys to come out and be a part of this. And we're actually going to pour this in the early part of the day. And we will, get this, we're going to pull it out of the ground later that evening. The material we're going to be using is going to be malleable enough to handle that kind of thermal shock. So I'm not going to worry about that. We want to be able to give the public something to see being made, poured in the ground, and pulled up as a birth of a beautiful bell. So as I said before, we do have plenty of red brass on hand to pull this off, but I would prefer to go with yellow brass if at all possible. And if you have any yellow brass that you would like to contribute to this cause, we would gladly accept it, because it's not cheap. And right now I'm forking out quite a bit of money because we're fixing to get air conditioning next week. So hopefully when you're here, you're going to come into a very nice climate controlled facility. You'll get to see Windy Hill Foundry in person and see how far we've come. I'm going to keep you updated on the progress of this pattern throughout the month as we do other videos. And I'm going to have, I told you a month ago, I'm going to have to do a promotional video, but that is actually going to be included in this project here. We're actually using this machine to help make some of the parts as the one I just showed you. So that's all I have to say. There is one more thing I would like to mention. My good friend Randy Richard. For those of you that were subscribed to his channel, if you haven't already discovered, it's no longer on YouTube. He got hacked somehow. I don't know all the details, but he is doing everything he can to get his channel back up and running. And it's not looking good so far. So if I happen to have any YouTube gurus that are familiar with this situation, reach out to Randy at this email here and see if you can't give him a hand in getting this channel back up. I know how hard it is to build a channel and get it to where he had it. So anything any of us could do, we need to pitch in and help him try to regain that. All right, well, that's all I have to say. I hope you guys will have a good remainder of this weekend. And I'm starting to sweat already. I can't wait for this air conditioning. But we will talk to you later.